Howdy folks, Kel Kellogg here. I am coming to you from the high Sierras today, and I am joined with my cousin Tom, and of course my dog Lucy is here. We hauled the trout skiff all the way up over Donner Summit, and we are at Jackson Meadows Reservoir. Surface temperature 63 degrees. It tells me there's going to be rainbows right up near the surface. This lake has rainbows, cutthroats, and some very large browns. I've got cutthroats here up to and just a little beyond about 30 inches. Big rainbow I've got here, about 3 pounds. And when I took my captain's course, there was a gentleman in class with me that showed me pictures of a 21-pound brown trout caught out of Jackson Meadows. We're up, I'm not exactly sure of the elevation, 5,500 to 6,000 feet. Saw a gorgeous bear driving in this morning. We're ready to fish. Let's get these lines wet. We're gonna run 2 lead core rods to start off with. My cousin, he's up front. He is gonna be running a rainbow trout pattern metalhead. This lake is full of small rainbows and tui chubs, so that is a great imitation. Match the hatch, catch the fish, right? I'm gonna be experimenting with something a little bolder, a little brighter back here. I have an orange and silver trigger spoon. Target speed to start off with today is 2.5 miles an hour. We're gonna work the top 15 feet of the water column, see what the sonar tells us, get out here, move around, take their temperature. I've done well here on metalheads, I've done well here on spoons, so we're gonna start off with, you know, what has worked for me in the past. Haven't fished this lake in 2 years, so let's get these lures wet and let's get our fish on. Okay folks, what's the situation? We've been trolling for about 30 minutes here. Conditions still look great. I did note a lot of trout feeding on the top, feeding on insects. Probably an insect hatch going on here early in the morning. When they're locked into that in the high mountains, you just got to keep on fishing, because you're probably not going to get those fish, or many of those fish, to go on trolled gear. They're selectively feeding on insects. But the good news is we just had the first bite of the day on the fly. The fish did not stick. Have had no hits on the trigger spoon yet, and I rigged up another lead core rod with a pink trout Trix worm. So for now, we're going to stick with our original offerings. We're going to keep working our way up the lake, but later on we might give that pink trout Trix a try. And this is one of those lakes when I've had my best action from like 10 to 3. So it's early on in the fight, guys. We're just feeling them out. So I'll come back to you hopefully when we're reeling in a big old beautiful trout. We'll see. Here, folks. Oh, fish on, daddy. Oh yeah, good. Oh, fish on, baby. Oh yeah, trout Trix worm. When I saw they weren't hitting on the spoon, that one half-hearted bite on the fly, I said, well, it's time for the pink trout Trix. Oh, what a battle. Oh my. Oh my. Get down, get down. Last thing you want to do is lose the first fish of the day. Come on, baby. Come to daddy. Come on. You're close. I'm in the top shot. Oh, no jumping. None of that. Stop that. None of that. Oh, my. Oh, my. Oh, he's strong. Oh, what a fish. Beautiful rainbow. Bigger than I thought. Coming in, pink worm in his mouth. Look at that, he's chewing bubble gum. Oh yeah. Oh, what a slap. That is a beautiful rainbow. Holy moly. Holy moly. Right there, got him. Oh, that's a handsome trout. Huh. Now, I don't want to hurt this guy, although he would make for a fine trout dinner. But we're not looking for dinner right now. Right now, I'm looking for my pliers. There we go. Because I got him on that trout Trix hook, and those hooks, they hook and they hold. Come on, come on. I'm gonna get you off here. I'm gonna get you free. Free, there we go, okay. We got the hook out of him. Let me show him to you. Jackson Meadows, guys. Look at that. Look at that beautiful rainbow. Nice chunky fish, fat, full of bugs. He's got bugs coming out the vent, also known as the bud. But anyway, just a dandy, fat, high mountain trout. Get him back in the net here and get him revived. Get him on his way. Straighten out the boat. My cousin's trolling in a circle here. Here we go. Always wise, guys, when you're releasing these rainbows, take the extra second, put him back in the net, let him get some oxygen through those gills, and he'll let you know when he's ready to go. He'll get up right in the net. That was a long fight. I fought him nice and gentle because I didn't want to lose him. But take that extra minute or two, get him revived. Oh, he's dancing around in there. There he goes. So let me show you what I got that fish on. If you've watched the channel long, you've seen it in action. The old pink Trout Trix worm. I'm rigging them a little different these days, guys, and we'll talk about that later. But that's how it was rigged. Going about 2 miles an hour, 10 feet deep or so. As I said when I was fighting that fish, they're feeding on insects out here, but that worm has such erratic action. It has so much action at low speed. Just put it above their head, and hey, got one in the boat. We're gonna put it back in the water now, see if we can get another one. I'm actually gonna switch rods with my cousin here and see if we can get another one to go on the Trout Trix worm. Hey folks, I want to show you what that rainbow I caught was eating. These are all over the floor. I'm gonna swap my camera around and take a picture of my hand. So right there, I mean, I can't identify what it is, but having fly fish for years, you know, I'm gonna say that's probably a size 14 fly of some sort. I don't know if it was an adult or a nymph under the water, but that fish was chock full of those things, and you just simply are not gonna match that hatch with trolling gear. So until the hatch stops, and it will stop, until the hatch stops, we're just gonna have to, you know, be patient, grind around these fish with stuff that we think they may hit. And we tricked one on the Trout Trix. I immediately changed the fly that my cousin was pulling. I now have on a pink woolly booger, smaller package, and going with that same pink theme that one rainbow did hit. So, you know, it's all about building the pattern. It's all about dealing with the conditions that are going on, you know, on the lake at any given time. There's a lot of fish on the surface out here, so I'm just gonna do some lazy S-turns through them and to see if we can get another one to go. Fish on, baby!
Got another one?
Yeah. Fish on the woolly booger. Rated. Oh, he's a battler! He's battling me! Yeah, that woolly booger, guys, I was just telling my cousin, what have we figured out so far? Well, we figured out pink, we figured out settler and pink, and it is working. He's gotten another bite on the worm. I'm in the midst of fighting the fish here on the pink woolly booger. I still haven't figured out my net deal in this new boat, guys. I need to get this net up vertical, but I haven't figured out how to do it yet, but I will figure it out. I've actually had 3 bites on this woolly booger. Very subtle. They're not annihilating it. It's just making them curious enough to do stupid things. Start nipping at it until you get hooked.
Yeah, I'm getting bumped.
My cousin's getting bumped. And if I get another one on the woolly booger, guess what? I'm giving the woolly booger to my cousin, and I'm rigging up another pink woolly booger because I have about 900 of them in my tackle box. So, low rod tip. I don't want this fish jumping. Hard enough to hook him right now. I don't want him jumping. Oh my, what a fish.
Solid hit there.
Woo! That was a hard run right there. Actually took a little drag. Lots of head shaking going on. Oh, he came off. Oh, kicked me in the head. That's okay. I was gonna let him go anyway. I'm 99.9%, guys. That was another rainbow, probably about the same size as the one I got. But there it is, right there. Pink woolly booger action disc. Nothing fancy. Keep doing what we're doing. We're both getting hit. Baby. Fish on the woolly booger. Second fish on the woolly booger as soon as I get this fish in. If I get this fish in. we will be putting a second pink woolly booger out, because this is about minutes after I lost that other fish in a woolly booger, like a complete and total novice has never fished before. That's not true. Sometimes they just come off. I have clients all the time ask me, what did I do wrong? Nothing. Sometimes they just come off. Best thing you can do when you're fighting fish and you think they might come off, or even if you don't think they might come off, keep that low rod angle, keep that rod loaded on the fish. Notice I'm not doing any heroics. I'm not pumping the rod and reeling down. This isn't wicked tuna. I'm just turning that reel fast enough to keep that line tight, keep that rod tip loaded. That's my cushion. And I'm gonna try to get that fish close to the boat. And when he starts shaking like that, I kind of back off. As long as that tip's loaded, my line's tight, that's all I can do. I don't want him jumping. And when he's head shaking, I don't want to be, you know, pulling on him, as long as that that tip is loaded against the fish. I got my net at the ready, and I'm doing my best to walk that fish up here like a dog on a leash. Now I see I got color back there. I got deep color. Now he's freaking me out. That's his job. Now, I'm gonna get this fish up. I'm gonna bring him up. I'm gonna start the scoop. I'm giving him slack, and he's gonna float right into the net. So if you're not initiated in the fly world, you might be saying to yourself, what the heck is a woolly booger? Well, this is one of the most beloved flies in fly fishing. And as you can see, they're a darn good trolling lure too. The thing is, most of the time, most guys have woolly boogers in very dark, very natural colors. Black is the all-time favorite, olive, brown, stuff like that. Great colors, don't get me wrong. But I always have some really bright ones in my tackle box. I've got the pinks, I've got the yellow, the purple, the chartreuse, white. Sometimes down in the valley where the fish feed on a lot of shad, a lot of bait fish, white can be dynamite. That kind of rhymes. But how I'm rigging it here, 8-pound fluoro. Got an action disc on there, but because it is a subtle fly, I don't want the disc sitting right on the nose of the fly like I would with a metalhead or something like that. So what I'm doing is I'm using a couple bobber stops right there. You see those little black things, to give myself, well, probably a ½ inch of space or so. And that dials that erratic action in just right. And I've probably had 4 or 5 hits on this. Hooked 2 fish, landed the last one. And I'm going to turn this rig over to my cousin. I'm going to put on a second woolly booger. Don't necessarily know if I want to go with pink though. Might try chartreuse or some other bright color. Maybe there's something better than pink. But right now, pink's working pretty good. You can find these woolly boogers in my store at fhsfishing.com. I have the best woolly boogers available. They're awesome, and clearly they work. My cousin is hooked up. I'm gonna get the net. I'm gonna get the net and see if I can knock it off the line. Like they used to yell on the charter boats when you're out salmon fishing. Hook up in the bow. Right there.
He's a fish.
A little chunker. Okay, you can go up front now. Go ahead.
Come on, Lucy.
Here we go, guys. Right there. Woo. Oops. Oops. Almost lost that one. Get in the net. Get in the net. There we go. Pop this guy off the hook. Nice little rainbow. We'll give him the power dive. Like that. And he's off. Pink woolly booger. Okay, my check engine light.
Uh-oh. Are you, do you need to run it up a little at speed for a while?
I think so, maybe. We're going to try that. I just got to get it. I noticed that doing that before. It seems to be running fine, though.
Yeah. You might want to...
Let's roll them up.
Increase the volume of cooling water for a while.
Hey guys, really a bummer, bad news. I was out there with my brand new Suzuki motor, and Tom had just landed a fish, so it's probably his fault. But my check engine light started flashing, a little red light. I didn't even know it had a check engine light. And then it started making this shrill beeping noise. Lucy's going crazy over here. So anyway, long story short, we're done for the day because you know, I don't want to break my motor. So we are out of here. We're going to load it up now and figure out why my engine light's on. Great day at Jackson Meadows. We're just starting to catch fish. Oh well.